Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome. I am proud to give you an exclusive viewing of the very latest offering in the field of thermosucking, blowing, and steam ironing. Just press this button and in only 2 minutes the green light comes on. Another little orange light will come on only if you need to add water, and another one lets you know that the iron is switched on. After that, you have 3.8 bars of pressure at your disposal and 140 grams per minute of steam power. You can leave the iron wherever you want. I will now show you exactly what happens when you leave it on some tights. No risk whatsoever of burning them or of shine. How is this possible? Because this product is equipped with a plate made of anti-shine Teflon, which lets you leave your iron anywhere at all, avoiding any risk of shininess. You also have at your disposal a heating plate, which will let you eliminate any trace of dampness left by the steam and ensures you always have really dry clothes after ironing. The presence of an aluminum plate offers you an even heat distribution. Gone are the days of drops of water collecting under the ironing board. Now I would like to show you the advantages of the blower function. Let's take for example a shirt, because ironing in wrong creases has happened to all of us. Here you have a switch, and by putting it to position 2 and turning on the steam, the ironing board starts to inflate. You will see that by moving your iron in any direction over a ball shape, it is practically impossible to get the creases wrong. Now I'll just leave the iron here to take, for example, a pair of suit trousers. We'll continue with the ironing now because in this case, we'll run into the problem of pockets. You will have noted that it only takes a second or two for an iron pressed onto the bottom of a pocket to leave a permanent mark. As before, I make the ironing board inflate and then I can work on a real cushion of air without ever risking leaving marks on the bottom of the pockets. And another thing, when we find that we have to iron t-shirts with designs stamped or sewn on, you only have to press the iron onto the stitching to leave a mark on the back. So the same thing goes. I turn on the steam to make the ironing board inflate, and then I can iron the stitching and the stamped on designs directly without any risk of leaving marks either on the front or the back. Let's move on to the suction mode. I simply put the switch to position 1 and then I can save myself 70% of my work time compared to a traditional iron. Jeans, sheets, pillowcases just out of the washing machine. You can iron from 5 to 10 layers of sheets and up to 4 layers of jeans at once. Now, rather than blowing as before, the iron starts to suck, but the suction combined with a pressure of 3.8 bars and 140 grams per minute will let you iron in just a few seconds, not 2 layers, not 3, but even 4. It is clear that with 3.8 bars of pressure and 140 grams per minute, you will also be able to get rid of vertical creases. And now I will show you how to do so by polishing them away. Here we are. Stop the steam if you like. You have a little switch, position it downwards, and you will be able to get rid of creases in a flash. With any type of curtains, suits, even coats, just like a professional. I have left the best till last. Here you have a little pedal. This lets you create steam. So put the switch back to position 2, and I will show you something really special. You have at your disposal endless possibilities. Look, if you take off this cover while the iron is on, you can add as much water as you like while you are ironing. The big advantage, and another characteristic of this product, is the total independence. We recommend using distilled water or buying Euroflex Anti-Limestone Water Plus, which you will find in stores specializing in household electrical products. Right, let's put the shirt like this. I'm sure you can all see that it's full of creases. And now look, when I use the pedal, the blower and the steam come on at the same time, and you will notice the fabric starts to iron itself before I have even touched it. This is all you need to do to have a perfectly ironed shirt in just a few minutes. If the steam makes your shirt a little damp, the ideal solution is to turn off the steam and turn on the suction, which will leave the material perfectly ironed and perfectly dry. Another advantage, with delicate items such as t-shirts and polo shirts with a collar and other stiff parts, same thing again. Turn on the steam and just smooth the fabric out with your hands and it's child's play. You don't even need to use the iron, so there is no risk of marking the stitching or the stiff parts. Carry on in the same way. Simply let the steam do its work and stroke the material gently. Once your item seems perfectly ironed, switch to position 1 and finish folding it by using the suction. In this way, what you are doing is folding and drying the material at the same time. It only takes a minute, and I haven't even touched the iron yet. Here you have a work of art without any risk of leaving marks on the stitching or the stiff parts like collars. One last advantage of this product, folding up the ironing board itself. Look how easy it is. Finished. Press the button and take off the Teflon plate. The product comes equipped with a storage pouch, so put the plate away in here. The hot iron, on the other hand, is put into a silicone cover which protects the plate from the iron and prevents shocks, as well as preventing children from getting burnt. Take the iron out of its stand. You wrap it up like this and put it in the bag as well. For those of you who use tap water in your iron, it is advisable to carry out a small but simple maintenance operation on the steam generator. With the iron switched off, here you can see 2 small wheels under the switch. Unscrew them by hand and simply raise the upper part like this. Under the switch, there is a little cap for emptying it out, like changing the oil in a car. Over the sink, unscrew the nut under the generator, shake it, and rinse it off as you would when changing the oil in a car. You need to carry this out every 5 or 6 months, according to the water hardness in your area, to avoid the formation of limescale. However, if you use distilled water or Aqua Water Plus, this operation is not necessary. The electrical cord should be put away and not left dangling. You simply wind it backwards and forwards. Turn off at the main switch. Tilt the ironing board gently, put it down and let it drop, locking it afterwards. On the side, there is a little grip bar to carry the whole thing very easily. Yet another advantage, the wheels. You can move it very easily from one room to another. And it does not end here. The stand is fully adjustable to obtain maximum stability. We are talking about a really extraordinary product which will let you, for the first time ever, iron up to 40% of your clothes using only your hands. I hope that you have enjoyed this demonstration. Thank you very much and see you again soon.